glorious. No, I won't give in till I'm victorious. And I will defend.
What's going on, everybody? Once again, your boy had a little bit of extra time today after work, so I figured I'd get my recap done right now. You already know what time it is. InternetSmarks, your boy Menace. Monday Night Raw recap from last night's show. Overall, I will give them a big plus on the fact that they had a lot of wrestling matches last night. I think it was 9 or 10 overall, compared to, I feel like every week it's just been like 2 matches per hour and then a whole bunch of talking. There was still a couple of talking segments, but in a 3-hour show they had to fill it in. But like I said, I'm still not disappointed because like 10 matches is a lot compared to what we usually get. And it was a couple things that got knocked out of the way, so we probably would have even had more. But we'll see. Anyway, starting off the night, they started off the promo with Sasha, you know, proud of winning the belt, calling out Charlotte. Pretty much they want to have a Hell in a Cell match. Continue to make history in the women's division. I'm definitely down for that. I mean, the only part that worries me is these ladies do get hurt a lot in regular matches, so the fact that they're in a cell kind of makes it even scarier, but I'm hoping that they get it together and pull through this and both leave 100%. But I mean, we don't know what can happen. As we can see lately, it's just been injury behind injury behind injury or failed drug tests. So hopefully they don't get hurt and we get a crazy historical match from those two. Rusev came out in the middle of it and then interrupted pretty much with his whole thing about the women don't matter. You know, him being a great heel. Nobody cares about the women. They only care about me. Blah, blah. He's calling out Roman. Roman comes out. He ends up leaving. They end up making a match for later in the night where it's Roman and Sasha against Rusev and Charlotte, which was ironic because Sasha and Charlotte both beat Rusev up and kicked him out of the ring, but then Charlotte still ended up being his partner. That comes later on, though. They started it off. Kofi Kingston and Cesaro had a match. This whole tag team thing with Cesaro and Sheamus, I'm still not feeling it. And they're still pretty much making it look stupid because pretty much Sheamus didn't look out for him and told him, yo, you on your own. Kofi ended up winning the match with a roll-up. It's just normal world, no way Kofi would have just beat Cesaro. But hey, they had Bayley back against another jobber. I guess she didn't prove herself enough when she was going in those title matches, or they just wanted to get her pushed in there quickly to the top and then, you know, work her in afterwards. But that's pretty much what's going on now. I don't even have to give results when they jobber matches. We already know the actual wrestler wins. They had a tag team classic match. Tony Nese and Drew Gulak against Lince Dorado and Sin Cara. I guess this is where Sin Cara actually belongs in the cruiserweight tag team side. That's what I call it because him and Lince Dorado is just 2 masked wrestlers. So kind of ironic they got put together. But hey, hopefully it works out for them. They ended up winning the match. Move forward in the tournament. They had the segment with Stephanie and Mick, and I said it was, you know, they were talking segments. There were other ones also, but this one involved the talk of all the Hell in a Cell matches that's going to be coming up. So Sasha and Charlotte will have a Hell in a Cell. Roman and Rusev will have a Hell in a Cell. And also it'll be Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins in the Hell in a Cell. And there was also an option last night that Jericho could have ended up in the Hell in a Cell if he would have won a match last night. So we'll get to that when we finish off the show. The next match was supposed to be Enzo and Cass against Axel and Bo Dallas, I guess. Enzo and Cass ended up getting beat up by the club. Bo Dallas and Axel end up facing, Sami Zayn and Neville. Dope tag team, I might add. I like to see Sami and Neville together. If individually, they're not pushing them right. As a tag team, these two I like to see together. It's not the same thing as a Cesaro and Sheamus story because these guys are both faces, so it'll work. It's not a face and a heel being put together. This is not like trying to work out Mankind and The Rock. It's not the same, man. But leave it up to creative. Sami and Neville ended up winning that match. Haluva kick and that beautiful flip that Neville does. They followed that one up. R-Truth against Titus O'Neil. I do not get what they're trying to do with Titus. At the end of the day, Titus ended up losing anyway, so they're not doing shit with him. Sorry. Braun against 2 jobbers this time. I guess this is what they thought was going to be more of a challenge. Still same story. I'm not even going to get into it. We followed that up with Roman and Sasha against Charlotte and Rusev. Roman and Sasha won. End of the match, Roman catches Rusev with a spear to knock him out of the way. Sasha has the back statement on, and Charlotte taps out. So that's how that one ended. Had Perkins against Daivari. Before Perkins fought, he was actually almost attacked by Brian Kendrick. Yeah, he has this big vendetta against him. Kendrick plays a good heel role, though. I like his little sneaky ways. It kind of pisses you off enough to not, you know, gotta love to hate him type of thing. But yeah, so then there was a match after that, Perkins against Daivari. Perkins pretty much smoked Daivari, beat him with the knee bar, whatever you want to call it. Still looking forward to the next match against him and Brian Kendrick, which I guess will be at the pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell. And the main event, Rollins and Jericho. Now, if Jericho would have won, he could have ended up in the Hell in a Cell match with the other two, with Kevin Owens and Seth. He didn't win. Seth won with a pedigree. So it ends like that. You know, it just kind of was ironic, though, seeing that if Jericho would have won, he definitely would have been going after that title. GOAT heel of all time, like I always say. But that's pretty much it. Like I said, I was pretty happy that they had enough matches, not as much talking as usual. 10 matches is a lot compared to a normal show. Hopefully they stick to this, but every time I say hopefully, it never comes true. So we'll just see where it ends up. Appreciate y'all always tuning in with us, man. You could always follow us at InternetSmarks1 on Twitter. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with SmackDown.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter at InternetSmarks1 for all newsrooms and updates for everything WWE, as well as live tweets for all WWE programming.